Hey everybody, welcome to our Thursday night hangout. Tonight we're going to have special training by Christina, who's an absolute master at gathering customers. She's going to talk about a few things that work with her and some strategies she has in place. And of course, G's on the panel. Thanks for staying up again, G. We always appreciate your input as well. And from here, I'm just going to turn it over to Christine. Take her away.
Hi guys, hi everyone. I hope you're doing well. St. Patty's Day, and I'm still stepping out of my comfort zone on this webinar video stuff. So hopefully people are drinking and maybe they won't notice. But um, I wanted to talk a little bit about marketing and how to market yourself. This Sunday is going to be the first day of spring here, and I thought a lot today about spring cleaning, not just of your home, but also of your business and your mind. So looking at your social networks, taking a look at your Facebook posts and going over them and seeing if they're what you want other people to see you. How are you portraying yourself on social media? Go through and clean it up. If there's stuff on there that is maybe controversial or not targeting the audience that you're looking for, clean it up. You want to attract your people, and so you need to just make sure that you keep the religion, politics, and the controversial things off your social media accounts if you're going to be marketing yourself. So with that, I wanted to talk a little bit about how we do approach, or how we can approach people to join our business or buy our product. I was told if you give someone 3 good reasons why they need your product, that they'll buy it. So we have, say you have a product, it's going to tone, tighten, firm, or, detox, cleanse, ignite. So, give someone 3 reasons why they need your product, and the majority of the time, that's kind of the magic number. Three reasons will get them to purchase your product. When you're looking over your content and your profiles, if you have a headshot on social media, another thing I learned in this conference was that you need to be looking directly at the camera for your headshot, and that is a connection to your audience that you're connecting. So you don't want to be looking to the side, or you might look better with a side profile. That might be your best view, but you need to be looking directly into the camera because people feel a connection with you that way. And just, as far as I'm saying with cleaning everything up, you want to attract people that you want to work with. And that might not be the same people for me as it is for you. So you want to be yourself. You don't want to pretend to be someone else, because when it comes down to it, you're looking for someone to lock arms with and do business with. And I want to hang out with people and do business with people that have the same, sense of humor, thought process, that are fun to hang out with. People I'd want to hang out and have a drink with are the people I'm looking to attract. So they say, your vibe attracts your tribe. So you need to make sure that, you're yourself on your social media accounts, that you're not trying to be something you're not, that you're not just borrowing someone else's ideas or thoughts, and just be you, because that's what is going to attract people to you. And those are going to be people that think the same as you do and will be easy to work with. The first thing I do when someone contacts me is look at their Facebook profile. So if, they have a lot of, there's a lot of drama on Facebook, and that's why I'm saying look through your Facebook, because I see a lot of blaming and pity parties and things like that. And, if you go through that, maybe go through a couple years and see if that's a pattern for you, maybe that's your spring cleanup. You know, you need to change that. So you really have to have a strong mindset and a thick skin in this business, and you can't, you know, I see that as a weakness, and it's a turnoff, and I'm not really interested in having them join me. So clean up your social accounts. As far as social accounts goes, you know, we have Pinterest, we have Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Periscope. I mean, it goes on and on. And again, 3 seems to be the magic number. Pick 3 and that you love, and master them. And then you can move on, because being across too many social markets at once gets confusing unless you have a system that's going to be able to post your content across all of them. So as I said at the beginning of this call, my weakness and my spring cleanup and my mindset is to get better live on calls and with Periscope. And with that, there's a few tools that in my seminar I learned that you should have, and that is nice lighting. So they had suggested some ring lights that, you know, give you that Bravo lighting that the Bravo ladies have when they look flawless. So I think it's called Diva Light on Amazon. Another thing is a nice microphone and a little tripod. Like, I actually won a remote-controlled tripod in this class. So I've got my stuff together. I just need to jump out of my comfort zone and get on it. So with that being said, I have another little piece of information I brought back from the conference as far as social marketing goes. I attended a class, and she spoke of the 4 E's. Her 4 E's were entertain, enlighten, educate, and empower. Entertain is just basically knowing your audience, using attraction marketing, getting their attention, again, attracting your tribe, your like-minded people. Enlightening is stay positive always on Facebook. Don't have negative. You know, I know the other day I went off a little bit about being added to every group and getting 50,000 instant messages from people, and it's annoying and it drives me nuts. But maybe I shouldn't have done that. But you know what? It's really just not a professional way to market. Adding people when people want you to add them as a friend. I add them because I'm trying to attract my tribe and get to know them. And it's a big turn-off to immediately get, you know, a message about their product or their opportunity, or opening my email to 100 notifications of groups I've been added to without my knowledge or permission. So it's spam, and we want to stay away from that too. We don't want to spam people. So I'm glad this team doesn't do that. We keep it classy. I think a lot of people are still trying to use the old way of marketing with network marketing, and that's just, it's not how it's working anymore. So, and then educating is just sharing what you know, giving value of some sort on your social media. Offer, you know, information that's going to be of value to who you're trying to attract. That gets their attention. And then once you got their attention and you get to know them and they come to you, then you empower them, you encourage them, and continue to share and help them. So that's what I have for you guys tonight. I would like to know what works best for you guys. You don't always get a yes. No happens, and you have to have a thick skin and a nice mindset where that just kind of as a challenges you to do better or to keep going. And as one of the speakers said, no just means not right now. And I'm finding that out a lot because I was told no 6 months ago by, you know, all 18 of those people that I ended up getting to join me, lock arms with us. So it just means they're not ready, not right now. Don't take it personally and move on. Mike?
Absolutely. That's awesome. That's what it's all about, right? It's just staying on top of it. You'd mentioned something earlier as well that I want to share with the audience, that you always set your goals. So you're following the plan all the way down. You probably do your visualizations as well. You know exactly what you want to accomplish in a day, in a week, and in a month. You set your goals and you know where you are and you track it, which is awesome. You when you take your notes, you do it the old-fashioned way using a pen, because like they say, once you take pen to paper, it sticks with you more. As far as that goes, you can type anything out you want. Half the time it doesn't stick with you. But it's funny how it all kind of comes back to mindset. And I just want to share a little story. It's not off topic. It's on customer gathering as well, and it's a meetup group that I went to just yesterday, and I'd never been there before, but that's something I wanted to expand. And I didn't go in there with the mindset of I'm going to recruit people there. That's not. I talked about that in the training I did last week, right? That's not what it's about. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to have some conversations with people, and I'm looking to see if I can find some customers, and we'll go from there. And in the group itself, what I found was there was another guy there who was representing the same kind of product lines that what we have for a different company, and you could see it. His hair got all up in the back of his neck, and he didn't like me being there, but that's okay. I paid my $20, and they're going to hear me. That's all there was to it. I wasn't about to leave it anytime soon. And so they went around the room, and he did his little pitch, about what he does. And then 3 people down from him was this woman who got up and gave her little pitch. And to this day, I still don't know what she did, because her pitch was it was gobbledygook. There was no focus on it whatsoever. And she ended up at the very end saying she was on this weight loss product, again, which was not what this guy was selling. So here she is pitching this at that as well. And I'm thinking, wow, that's the ultimate insult in your own group, I would say. But it got around to me. I just said, hey, this is what I do, blah, blah, blah. I said, looks like stepping on a couple toes in here, so you're probably not going to see me again, but that's okay. The card box still came around. I still put my cards in there. And the funny thing is, and this is how the universe works, the guy I was sitting with was the first time him being there. He was just kind of exploring this group as well. I told him, the product lines that we were in. He asked, and I said one of them was anti-aging, and he said, really? I said, yeah. He's going, well, because my wife is a dermatologist. She's just not licensed in Canada right now, and she's looking for something to market. So isn't it funny how the universe works? And he and I, the 2 people that were guests at this room, connected, and we're going to go for a coffee with his wife, and we're going to go over products from there. So as far as customer gathering goes, never let anybody see you sweat. It doesn't matter. You get your stuff out there, you talk to people, you hand out your cards, you arrange for coffees later, and that's kind of that's the old school way of marketing. And then like you say with the social media, that again, that's something you got to stay on top of. You got to keep building it, and it takes time, right, to get it right. And like you say, you're looking for your tribe, right? You're not looking for somebody else's tribe. You want the people that you can attract, that are going to work hard, that are going to have fun, that are going to be fun to be around and work. That's what it's all about. So staying away from the drama, absolutely, right? I don't think you were wrong in posting what you did about being added to groups and everything else. It clearly puts it out there that you're tired of people doing that, so stop it, right? And that's fine. Those people will stop it, and that's all good. And it's a powerful position, and that's where you should be. So thanks for your words of advice tonight. Really appreciated it. And G, what do you got to add?
I love this subject, and I think it's such an important one because, you know, if you think about the social media, that really is your sort of hello to the world. And you know, a lot of people say that, you know, on social media, people put their best foot forward and it's not always real. But I think you really can tell when somebody is being real, because you can see their personality coming through on all the different posts that you're sort of posting. So this is a really great subject, and I love the idea of just going through Spring Clean and having a look at what you're posting, because as you grow, you're going to have different value to add as well. So, you know, when I first started doing this, my posts were completely different to what they are right now. And it is just really important to go in and sort of make sure that whatever I'm posting is adding value to the people that I'm wanting to attract. And I think that's a really big thing that you sort of pointed out there is, you know, when we're talking to people, there is so much stuff out there. You know, there's so much nonsense out there. So people are actually looking for somewhere to belong, to connect, to learn, to feel inspired, to feel empowered, that kind of thing. So I think if you can really focus on doing that, it is really important. And it is all about the personal branding. Because, you know, my posts are going to be very, very different to Mikey's or Christina's, but that's absolutely fine. So it's about creating your own identity and coming up with something original, you know, not just continuously borrowing, because I do think that's a little bit old. I do also think, Mikey, you put up a really good point there about when you're out talking to people, don't think that everybody's a prospect. Just connect with people on a one-to-one basis. Just be present in the conversation, open up, have a really good conversation, see where they are at, because you never know where it would lead, like, you know, where those people, who they can introduce you to. And if they like you as a person, they're likely to help you. But if you just go into these sort of places and you just ram and shove down like people's throat what you're doing, it's just not going to work. And you're just going to come out and it's going to be like a useless, pointless event. And the whole one-to-one person thing is really fantastic, because I do think it gives you an opportunity to connect on a really high level with people. And yes, people get their back up and all that kind of thing, but you just have to just get out there and do it. And it's, you know, like, oh, do you know what, don't even worry about it. Just, you're going to attract the people who are going to be attracted to you. So you just need to get out there and just put yourself out and you'll attract them. Yeah, I really like the 4 E's, Christina. That's really great. I think that's very helpful as well. And I just think, you know, you just never know when your next customer is going to come from, or your next business team, but just choose them carefully, because you don't want to be dragging them along. That's the last thing. You don't want to make work for yourself. You want people who are actually going to create momentum for you, create momentum for the team, and sort of carry you along, rather than you sort of having to drag them along the whole time, which is, you know, and I think the people that you attract reflect how you feel about the business. And so it's really important to convey how you feel about the business so that you attract the right people. So yeah, lots of exciting things. Lots of exciting things. I love social media and I love the learning. So cool topic.
Yeah, G, you were saying your posts now are different than they were before. And same thing with some of the people that just joined me last month. When I spoke to them back in August, I just word vomited all over them and didn't really know, you know, enough about our team or our company. And they can feel that. They can feel that you don't have that belief or trust. And, you know, Tim talks about belief and trust all the time, and once you know the company, you know what we have our hands on, you know the people, you know, have the founders and this team, and we know we have that belief and that confidence that comes through to where people are like, oh, okay, so what are you doing, you know, and being real, that's so important. And like you said, people could tell when you're not being real. And if you don't have the belief and the trust, then they're going to know that you're not being real with them. And there are, you know, many products and many opportunities out there, although I think we have our hands on the best product company and team, that you have to stand out and be real with them and let them know that you're going to be with them you know, the whole way, and this team does that. I haven't seen that before, and sifting through and getting workers, like you said, is what we want. You know, you can recruit thousands of people, but like Mike did, you know, he went in and just kind of went in like, you know, here I am. He was confident. He knew what he had was good, and he knew that someone, if they were a fit, would step up, and they did. So that's great.
Yeah, and I think also just, you know, when people are just sort of getting in touch with you, it is really important to be real with other marketers as well. Because if you are real with them, then that's when you start to connect. So, you know, in the beginning, if I was talking to another network marketer and they were talking to me, we'd sort of be, it would almost be like a tug of war, like who was going to get in their products or who was going to get in their team. And it was like, you know, I'm going to have the last word, I'm going to send you another clip. Whereas now it's completely relaxed, and it's like, okay, so, you know, tell me about what you're doing, you know, what's your greatest challenge, you know, who's your dream client, that kind of thing. And actually, when you start to ask the real questions, that's when you get people to open to you as well. And all of a sudden, you are just more of a leader. And that's something that Tim's really taught me, is just, you know, ask the questions, see how you can be a part of their solution, because we're not competing with anybody else, we're just competing with ourselves.
Exactly. I saw something the other day too that I thought was interesting when they were talking about Blockbuster had the opportunity to buy Netflix for $40 million, and they turned it down, and now, you know, all the Blockbusters are out of business, and that's where we're leaning towards network marketing as being the new business model. So people are jumping in, and we need to make sure that we're not tainting the image, and we're keeping it, you know, it's getting a really good reputation and a very legitimate way of doing business. So it's just great. I'm excited.
Yep, and you two are some of the top ladies going right now, and so it's pretty cool that you both got to be on here and share some wisdom with everybody else, including me. Thought that was cool. I'm actually gonna. Here's another thing with this meetup group thing. I'm actually gonna start my own. I'm gonna start it from scratch, and I'm gonna open it to anybody. I couldn't care less if I'm competing against 3 of the same companies. It doesn't matter, because I know A, what I have is better, B, you can't beat what we got, and C, I'm better because of our team being better. That's just the way it is. So that's what I'm going to do. So do you guys have anything else you want to add before we wrap it up here?
No, that's great. I'm going to do a meetup myself, and I know G has got hers going, so I think that, you know. Do we have any comments? Is everyone out tonight drinking green beer?
There could be a few green beer drinkers here. There could be. There's a few people, they're appreciating it, they're liking it. But there's no questions.
Well, great.
So we'll call it a night?
I guess so. I think we've covered all that we need to cover. It's time to go get our green drinks.
Exactly. So Christina, G, thank you very much for your input. You guys are always awesome rock stars. Fun to be around, and that's what it's all about, right? That's what we're looking for. We're looking for you guys as our team. So on that, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and have yourselves a great green beer night and great weekend, and we'll see you Monday.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.